Welcome back to World Mysteries. In today's video, we are going to explore 6 unsolved mysterious events. There are many spine-chilling mysteries around the world involving ghosts, aliens, and supernatural phenomena that remain unexplained to this day. Let's dive deep into each story to see if we can uncover any clues. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to not miss our latest videos. Now, let's get started. 1. Devil's Footprints. The unsolved mystery of East Devon. On a heavy snowfall day in February 1855 in East Devon, England, a strange phenomenon stirred the region into a frenzy. After the snowstorm, locals were horrified to discover bizarre tracks continuously marking the pristine snow. These tracks not only appeared on the ground, but extended over rooftops, across pipes, scaled walls, and even atop piles of dry straw. Notably, they formed an almost perfect straight line in a singular direction, seemingly not belonging to any known natural creature. These mysterious tracks were not confined to a limited area, but spread across several towns, ending abruptly in desolate places and disappearing inexplicably. This event stirred the imagination and fears of the people. Many believed these were the footprints of the devil. History repeated itself in 2009 when the devil's footprints once again appeared on the snow in the same area. The reappearance of these enigmatic tracks reignited various theories and explanations. Some suggested it was the work of a prankster with high skills in creating such tracks without leaving any traces. Others, based on the strangeness and the extensive spread of the tracks, believed they were of a supernatural entity. Regardless of the true origin of these tracks, they remain one of the most memorable mysteries, not only in East Devon, but in the history of paranormal research. This phenomenon not only challenges logic, but also perplexes scientists and mystery hunters alike. Number 2. Echoes in the Snow, the unsolved mystery of the Dyatlov Pass incident. In February 1959, a perplexing and chilling incident occurred at Dyatlov Pass, a remote area in the Ural Mountains of Russia. 9 young students from the Ural Polytechnic Institute embarked on a winter skiing expedition and never returned, leaving behind a mystery that continues to shock and baffle the world. Reports indicate that after establishing their camp at the base of a hill near Dyatlov Pass on that fateful night, something terrified the group, prompting them to flee their tent in a panic. Some without proper clothing or footwear. Tracks in the snow showed they had rushed out into the severe weather conditions completely unprepared. 2 weeks later, searchers found the first 2 bodies near a large tree close to their tent. Evidence suggested they had attempted to start a fire and climbed the tree, possibly to seek rescue or escape from an unspecified threat. Both individuals succumbed to hypothermia. Subsequently, the bodies of the remaining 7 members were discovered in various states within a short distance from the camp. Some exhibited unusually severe injuries. One had a fractured skull, another was found without a tongue, and others had injuries indicating immense force, unexplainable by any ordinary accident. Furthermore, there were reports that their clothing contained radioactive contamination. Initial investigations could not conclusively determine the cause of death, and a multitude of theories have been proposed over the years, from the involvement of secret military experiments to alien interference or encounters with unknown entities. The Dyatlov Pass incident remains one of the most enduring mysteries of the modern age, captivating conspiracy theorists, mystery enthusiasts, and scientists, all striving to unravel what truly transpired on that ominous night in the Ural Mountains. Number 3. Night of the Silver Beings, the Kelly Hopkinsville encounter. On a night in 1955, in the rural area of Kelly Hopkinsville, Kentucky, USA, a bizarre and now famous alien encounter unfolded, causing a sensation among the public, media, and authorities, including state and local police. According to the Sutton family, who lived on a small farm, they noticed peculiar creatures around their home in the evening. These beings were described as being about 3 feet tall, with pointed ears, long claws, and slender bodies. They had a shiny, silvery appearance, presenting a strange and frightening sight. These creatures did not enter the house, but were frequently seen near windows and doors, causing extreme fear within the Sutton family. The situation escalated as the Sutton family and their guests felt threatened. They used firearms to shoot at the odd visitors, but the bullets seemed to have no effect. The creatures would disappear into the darkness when shot at and then reappear, seemingly unharmed. The incident was quickly reported to the police, and although an investigation ensued, no physical evidence of an intrusion or any traces of violence were found. The investigation could not determine the nature or origin of the creatures, and there was no indication that it was a hoax. The Kelly Hopkinsville encounter has become a significant part of UFO culture and remains a hot topic of debate among UFO research communities. To this day, it is one of the most well-known alien encounter stories and remains a great mystery not only to the people of Kentucky but to the world, regarding the actual existence of extraterrestrial beings. 4. Blood in the Night, the unsolved mystery of the Atlas vampire. In early May 1932, in Stockholm, a horrifying and mysterious murder occurred that shocked the public and instilled fear in the community. The victim, Lili Lindström, was a 32-year-old divorced woman living alone in a small apartment and working as a prostitute. She was known in her neighborhood as the call girl because she was the only one in the building with a telephone. On Labor Day, Lili planned to have a small celebration with her friend, Minnie Jansen, who was also a prostitute and lived in the same building. During this time, Lili received a call from a prospective client and agreed to meet him, which led Minnie to return to her own apartment. This was the last time Minnie saw Lili alive, when she came to borrow a condom from her. 3 days later, after no one had seen Lili and repeated knocks on her door went unanswered, Minnie grew concerned and called the police. The police broke into the apartment and found Lili's body face down on the bed, naked, with a condom still in her anus. She had been killed by 3 blunt force strikes to the head. More horrifyingly, the police found a large soup ladle covered in blood in the room, and evidence suggested it had been used to scoop blood from Lili's body. Analysis indicated that the murderer had drunk her blood, leading local newspapers to dub him the Atlas Vampire, after the area where Lili lived. The police investigated 8 of Lili's clients, but none were identified as suspects. Minnie couldn't recognize the voice of the man she had heard on the phone, though she remembered he seemed very gentle and polite. No fingerprints or other physical evidence were found at the crime scene, adding to the mystery. Some theories suggest the murderer might have been a policeman who knew how to use a baton and cover up his crime. Despite investigative efforts, the true identity of the killer remains a mystery, leaving many questions unanswered for both the community and those intrigued by the case. Number 5. Mysteries of Woolpit, the Tale of the Green Children. In the 12th century, the village of Woolpit in Suffolk, England, became the center of an extraordinary mystery when 2 children with unusual green-tinted skin were discovered near the mouth of a wolf pit. The children, a boy and a girl, wore bizarre and unfamiliar clothing and spoke an indecipherable language, adding layers of intrigue to their sudden appearance. According to accounts by the historian William of Newburgh, the children were initially found by villagers during the harvest season and were completely disoriented. Their skin was a striking shade of green, and they initially refused all food offered to them, surviving only after they began to eat raw broad beans, which they consumed voraciously. As time passed, the children gradually adapted to local foods and began to integrate into the village life. The boy, however, soon fell ill and died, while the girl thrived, eventually losing her green complexion and learning English. She provided a fantastical account of their origins, claiming they came from a place called St. Martin's Land, a dark, subterranean world where everything was green and there was no sunlight, only a twilight glow. This narrative fascinated the locals and scholars alike. She explained that she and her brother were tending to their father's herd when they followed the cattle into a cave and got lost, eventually emerging into the bright sunlight of our world, which they found blinding at first. The story sparked various theories regarding their origin. Some suggested that the children might have been from another world, perhaps a parallel universe that connected with ours through the wolf pits. Others speculated that they could be extraterrestrial beings. However, the most widely accepted explanation, proposed by scholar Paul Harris, suggests a more terrestrial origin. He posited that the children were from a nearby village called Fornham Saint Martin and had fled during a period of civil strife. Their green skin was likely a result of malnutrition, specifically chlorosis, a condition caused by iron deficiency, which could have tinted their skin green. The children could have survived in the wild and accidentally stumbled upon Woolpit through ancient mining tunnels dating back to the Stone Age, which they mistook for passages from their native land. Their tale, recorded in the chronicles of the time, leaves us with enduring questions about their true nature and origins. The children of Woolpit remain one of history's enduring mysteries, a blend of historical fact and speculative folklore that continues to puzzle and fascinate. 6. Unveiling the mystery: who put Bella in the Wych Elm? In 1943, amidst the turmoil of war-torn England, a strange event unfolded in Hagley Wood, belonging to Lord Cobham. The story began when Bob Farmer, a local boy, and his friends, playing a game of hide-and-seek, inadvertently climbed an old, hollow wych elm. While exploring, they stumbled upon a human skull with some teeth and a tuft of hair still attached. Frightened by their discovery, the children decided to put the skull back and swore to never speak of it again. However, the burden of the secret proved too much for Tommy Whitles, one of the children, who eventually confided in his parents. After receiving the report, the police conducted an investigation and found the rest of the skeleton inside the tree trunk. The remains were just bones, found alongside tattered pieces of clothing. Notably, one hand still had a gold wedding ring, while the other hand was missing. Initial investigations determined that the victim was a woman, approximately 35 years old, who had given birth at some point. Evidence suggested that she had died from asphyxiation, and her body had been in the tree for at least a year. More horrifyingly, investigators believed that she was alive when placed inside the tree and died from suffocation thereafter. The victim's right hand was later found near the scene, and a piece of taffeta fabric was discovered in her mouth, suggesting it may have been used to gag her. Despite many years having passed, the identity of the victim remained unknown, only referred to as Bella due to graffiti near the site that read, "Who put Bella in the Wych Elm?" The mystery of Bella's death has become part of contemporary culture, featuring in various fictional works from books and songs to films, sparking widespread speculation about her true origins. To this day, the story of Bella in the Wych Elm remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in British criminal history, captivating both the public and researchers who hope that one day the final answer will be uncovered to bring justice to the deceased woman. As we close another intriguing chapter here on World Mysteries, remember that the world is full of enigmas waiting to be explored. From tales that stretch the bounds of the normal to legends that have stood the test of time, each story carries a piece of the puzzle that is our complex universe. Stay curious, keep questioning, and join us next time as we delve into 6 unsolved mysteries that still baffle the world. Whether these mysteries ever find their solutions or remain wrapped in the shadows of the unknown, they remind us that our quest for knowledge is far from over. Let's keep seeking the truth together.